Hi, I'm Richa. I saw a video last night and woke up this morning and watched it full. So I wrote this, and if you're listening to this and feel the same way as I do, please do spread the word. The temptation in this moment is to make a video about an India that truly exists and erase the imaginary ones that have been created in the past few hours. Because I come from an India too. I come from which India? I come from the only one India that exists. The one that has no concept of two Indias, us and them. The one that has taught me Satyamev Jayate. This is the India I bring in this video right now. And the only one where I come from. I come from an India where people and children can hug each other freely because we together achieved the milestone of 1 billion COVID 19 vaccinations. I come from an India where we are taught that no matter where you sleep, rooftop or floor, you can always dream of the stars and achieve all that you dream of. I come from an India where we understand the fact that rape is not about clothing or about the time of day and night or about worshipping women. It's only about the human mentality. I come from an India where we speak up about the objectifying or hurting the sentiments part of a Bollywood movie and get united again in the darkness of the theater watching the biographies of inspiring Indian leaders or players. I come from an India where we understand that equality is not about praising women or mocking of men, but just to acknowledge that both of them are equal. I come from an India where we bleed blue when we play green, but we don't lose. We just let them win. I come from an India where we are mature enough to pay attention to the things we are laughing at and understand the complexities of the topic rather than simply just mocking it and having fun. I come from an India where even the old people manage to keep up with the changing time and encourage new ideas in order to cope up with the younger generations and benefit us vastly through their experiences. I come from an India where the people care about their PM. Yes, of course they do, because even if he speaks a single line on an international platform, he cares about the respect and dignity of 1.38 billion people he will return home to. I come from an India where even after the Britishers' such long rule and hundreds of brainwashing techniques, we still are the strongest unity of most diverse population on planet. I come from that India where type of clothing is a choice and this is understood by even the 100-year-old people. I come from that India where we respect time in such a way that even our soldiers keep promises to return on time to their home. It's whether they are tricolor wrapped or not. I come from an India where we not only support our country's economy and technologies, but that of others too. I come from an India where there is such a sense of maturity that the value of silences and speech by the people are equally valued and understood. I surely do come from an India where people wear their hearts on their sleeves. But that doesn't imply that anyone has the right to crush it by folding it up just for the sake of smart look. I come from an India where I already watched a video and now I say that video was a comedy actually and there were two jokes in it. First, where India was divided in the first line itself just to create a contrast for the sake of poetry. And the funniest was the second one, where a third perspective of India was created, which doesn't exist, and was just a hyped up version of our improving and developing fields of society, just to make a poem exist. So, thank you.